what I need to do at this point is fit this to the frame of the guitar. And all I've done is simply put this down on here like so. I've drawn around on the outside. I'm going to give a generous cut on the outside of the line. Now that I have the shape of the guitar, there's some areas where I came very close to the edge, so I won't be doing any cutting there. And we'll just notch this out, and then I'll carry on and show you how we're going to fit this. What I have to do is I have to make some bracing to go in here and in here, and we're going to do that together, and I want to do that today, so we need to get started. Now, in order to cut this, I have a small square here, and I want to make sure my saw cut here is straight. I've already cut this in the wrong spot, and I may end up taking this piece out altogether, putting a new one in, and cutting it again. So we'll wait and see just how that looks. It's actually not all that bad, so it may just fill up and we'll just leave it. We'll see. Whatever it is, it's all going to be fine. So what do you say I bring the camera in, let you get a close look at this. And then working with building guitars always involves the possibility of making mistakes. And mistakes are some of the things that make us better at guitar building. So here we are with my square. I've got it along here, and I'm just moving it up here. Now I've got my line cut across here where I want to cut this, and then I'm going to remove this piece in here. So I bring this into here, and I then line that up. And this, by the way, this engineer's square is just like it's not flat here. There's a little piece. This piece here is cut into the middle of this bar here so that it just fits over there beautifully, and I can bring this right like that and then just start cutting. Now normally I would put tape on either side of this white spine so as not to mess up the back, but I've done this enough that I think I can pull it off and make this work. We're going to take a chisel. This is a 3/4 inch. And I'm just going to edge this a bit and just give that a little bit of a lift. All right, we're right down to the wood. And that looks like it's the same situation. We take our square and our saw, and we just gently go back and forth. All right. Oh, that's perfect. That's right down to the wood, and it's all set to go. So, side of the guitar where my finger is, and this is all getting cut away. So we're coming down from this measurement here, which is going to be the front of our guitar. We want to come down 4 inches. So if I mark that at 4 inches, which is right here, and the next one was 7 1/4, right? And 14 3/4 is right there. Bang on. Okay. Now, so if I put this brace here at 14 3/4, it's going to go on that side, and I put this one here at 10 3/4, it's going in there. If I take this one here and I put it across here at 7 3/4, so far we're looking pretty good and we're all evenly spaced, but now I've got this. So if I put this down here at 4, oh gosh, that doesn't fit. I'll put this down here at 4, oh gosh, that doesn't fit. Oh gosh, that fits. So I can put that across there like so. Now, what I can also do, because I've got the cutaway on the top, that presents a little bit of a problem. Let's just superimpose the top of this there. Oh gosh, look at this. You can see the cross brace here, and you see another one here. Well, we don't want that. That's going to look terrible. So I've got to make a change. So the change I'm going to make is I'm going to put this brace like this. I'm going to bring it right in close to the edge of where this is going to be cut away. And it's going to support it in there. And that should look a whole lot better when we put the top on here again. Now you don't see that brace coming across here, but it's still giving me support. This is still giving me support. And maybe what we'll do is we'll take the 7 3/4 and put it on that side. We'll take the 10 3/4 and put it on that side. And we'll take the 14 3/4 and put it on that side. So when I get this, you do get this brace that you can see in the back here. So it's going to look a little different because the bracing is at different points. And this bracing is important. And I like the idea that it comes across. We can even give that a little more of an angle. And we'll be all good. So there you go. Now I don't necessarily need this up in here, but I will check this again. Remember, you always check more than once on all your measurements. We're 7 1/4 from the top. And there we are. There's 7 1/4. And there's 10 3/4. So I know those two are right, and I know that this is going to look good. So it's just a different look, and it's not going to matter much. They're all going to be radius, so we're going to get the curve to the back, so it will look good. Now, I've got this labeled here already as brace number 2, brace number 3, and this should be brace number 4, and it is. And guess what brace number this is? This is brace number 1. So I'm going to put that across there like that. This just doesn't quite make it. This is going to be thinned down. So once you've set this all in motion, you've got 10 minutes of work here, maybe 15 at the most. And we'll have all of these cut with the proper radius on here. And then it's just a case of gluing it, cutting the cross piece, putting it in, gluing it in place, and then shaping the bracing. So we're going to do that in the next video. All right, so that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, do the bell thing if you would. We'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.